All right, welcome back. We are in part 3. We're going to go ahead and model the neck, the head, and then fix the proportions of this character so he doesn't quite look like the Michelin Man here. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm in face mode, use my perspective window to just select that top face right there. And I'm going to, let me switch to vertex mode. Yeah, I think I really want to move it more like that. There we go. So what you'll see that I've got here that I'm just now noticing is that this vertex here should really go here at the base of the neck. But then this muscle here, which is called the trapezius, I really need another segment right here. So let me find the tool here that will allow me to slice right through. Okay, so the tool I want is called Cut Plane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to left mouse click and select this part of his shoulder and upper bicep here. So it's all selected. Then I'm going to click over here on Cut Plane. And what you do is you click once. This is left mouse click. And you get to move your mouse or your trackpad and slice a line right through. And then you do a second left mouse click, and then it places a yellow cut line. And you can see in the perspective window that we actually have it's actually a cutting plane. So it's like this big old plane going right through his arm. All right, so now I'm going to switch to vertex mode, and now you'll see that I have some new vertices and edges going right through. So now I can select those vertices. I can get into the move tool. And I should be able to move, but it's not weird. It's I've got the plane there, but it looks like it hasn't taken effect. What is going on? See, it's letting me move the plane, but so over here on the right, you can see it says splice cut plane. So I've got it. Oh, there we go. I clicked on it over here on the right, and it disappeared, but it kept the cut. So now, if I select those vertices, there we go. That's weird how it does that. I'm not sure if I like that. Again, I'm used to Blender. So again, the way I did it is I came over here to the category on the right called Polymesh, and I just clicked on where it says Slice Cut, and it allowed me to then make the cut, and there we go. I'm just moving this here, just kind of getting it up here sort of to his armpit, something like that. Okay, so that is going to work. All right. That was a little bit more work than I thought. All right, so now I've got the top of the neck selected. Again, I'm going to extrude. Whoa, way too much. Something like that. Go back into vertex mode, and you get the idea. Just continue along here. Okay, good. Okay, so now the head, and remember we are doing only half of the head here. So again, same thing. It looks like we're going to do about 1, 2, 3, 4 extrusions, I think. So let's do 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Something like that. And you can see I just did the 4 extrusions, and now I'll go back into vertex mode. move everything over and just start shaping. I find this to be pretty straightforward. Do your extrusions, get that part done out of the way, and then do the shaping. It feels a little bit more like sculpture, I find. I still am having a tough time getting it right here on that black grid line. That should be 0, 0, 0. I don't know why. It's once again, I miss Blender. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's see what this looks like here. Okay, let's press A. All right, so there we go. Still not happy with the hand. I might need to shape that a little bit more. Certainly not happy with the width. So let's tackle the width right now. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change this from a front view to a top view. And we can see I'm going to change it from realistic to wireframe. And then I'm going to go to vertex mode. And this would allow me to click and select all of the vertices that are in the back. You could select all the ones in the front. And then I can click and I can drag and I can basically move them inward. So now maybe I'll select these here, move them in. And again, you can see I'm just selecting a whole bunch and moving them in so the body is not quite so thick. So that's looking a little bit better. Maybe I'll switch to a side view, left or right. There we go. Okay, so he still needs work from the side view as he's very flat in the front and very flat in the back. What I will do is I'll shape him in the next video. Make little parts, come out, push in, and then we'll use the mirror tool to make the other half. It might be easier for us to be able to see what's going on once we have the entire both sides, just so you can imagine it. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to do here for this video is I'm going to get rid of all of these inside faces here. Except for the legs. So in the next video, I'm going to mirror this character. And so these faces here on the inside of the head, and I'm just going to hold down the control key and select all of these. All of these are not going to be seen once we make the other side. They're going to be merged together, and we won't see these. But the ones that we will see will be, let me get back to the front view. The ones we will see will be right here down by the groin and then the leg, because that's where we kind of get away. And the leg sprouts out. So I've got those selected, and then I'm just going to right mouse click, and I'm going to choose delete, and there we go. That's what we should have. Okay. Again, the hand is still not happy with the hand. It maybe needs to rotate, angle it just a little bit. Maybe, oops. Maybe I'll come out here and I'll just grab this edge a little bit. Wrong edge. The edge I mean to grab is this one here. Maybe bring that out a little bit. Feels a little bit more like a hand. Select that one, bring it in for the wrist a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's getting there. Okay, good. I will see you in the next video, part 3, where we will mirror the other half. That will then make this character more proportionate, and then we'll get on to the really good stuff, the animation. All right, thank you very much, everyone. See you next time.